and he wasn't white. I mean, they were like, whoa, so immediately they were just freaked out. They sort of turned around because they were just in shock that anybody would try to stop them, let alone this guy. So they went back to their bosses, and their bosses, of course, they didn't want any part of this. They telegraphed their congressman back east, and they tried to firebomb Young's cabin. They sent a dozen guys to beat him up one night, and he won the fight. And, they threatened his family, they threatened the soldiers underneath him, but he wouldn't back down. And eventually, he ended up saving countless trees in Sequoia National Park. So there I am, like, digging the whole story and thinking, wow, what a fantastic American. Man, this is the best. What a hero, right? And, I thought, okay, I'm here to write songs. I better, this is it. I need to write a song right now. I'd already written a couple songs that day, but I felt I had another one in me. And for some reason, I wasn't drawn to write a song about Colonel Young yet. I didn't quite have the knowledge and hadn't lived with it long enough. So I was thinking, who should I write a song about right now, right? That's in my world that I could kind of relate to, and I could kind of make something happen. Maybe one of my heroes. And I couldn't help but think, the Ramones, all right? The Ramones. I knew right then and there I had to write a song about the Ramones, the greatest American rock and roll band ever, the founders of punk rock.
Yes,
that's right. And it was really easy to write because my first experience with Jason and the National Scorchers, playing in big venues outside of the honky-tonks in the South and Midwest, was in 1982, an entire tour through Texas, opening for the Ramones. Wow. It was a fantastic experience, I'm telling you. So many things I remember from that time, but the thing that sticks with me most was that here's these tough guys from Queens, the founders of punk rock. These punks, their leather jackets and their chains and stuff, but they were really very kind to us. They treated us really decently. We got down to Beaumont, Texas for the first show. Our van barely made it. We had no gas, no money. We hadn't eaten a really decent meal in a long time. And so they kind of got that. And, Joey invited us into their dressing room and gave us some, chicken wings and gave the guys some Ryder beer. And, Jeff didn't even have strings on his bass. The strings had broke the show before. And Dee Dee saw that, the bass player for the Ramones, and gave him a bunch of strings. So they were great people. So, so much has been said about the Ramones and written about the Ramones. They deserve every bit of it. And I'm very proud that this is the only song in the world, my friends, that has the words God and Ramones in the title. This is called God Bless the Ramones. Woo! Spring of '82, I got a call from this New York dude. He had heard of the National Scorchers, busting doors and lighting torches. This guy offered us a Texas tour, guaranteed to make us less obscure. It was opening for the Ramones, you see, in the Texas state of Missouri. And though we had no master plan, no amps at work or a running van, we said yes and away we went. With $50 past due rent, we drove to Beaumont, Texas first, where Texas punks would quench their thirst on bands like Killing Joke and Black Flag, and bartenders all in drag. God bless the Ramones. They never made much money. Most folks either hated them or thought that they were funny. God bless the Ramones. They never sold their soul. The U.S. corporate radio and all that it controlled. Well, Dee Dee was the first we met, and Jeff couldn't afford bass strings yet. So Dee Dee gave him extra strings, some Ryder beer, and chicken wings. Then we opened up the show. There was so much we didn't know. Those Texas punks bombarded us with bottles of beer and vile stuff. God bless the Ramones. They never made much money. Most folks either hated them or thought that they were funny. God bless the Ramones. They never sold their souls. The U.S. corporate corporate radio and all that it controls. Now everyone loves the Ramones, with posters of them in their homes, and that t-shirt that bankers wear on weekends when they drink and dare. But no one's left from that first band to take it in or make a stand. And all those years and all those miles, they barely spoke and rarely smiled. 10,000 shows they gutted through for a small group of us who knew they were the first and they're still the best to truly stand the punk rock test. God bless the Ramones. They never made much money. Most folks never heard of them or thought that they were funny. God bless the Ramones. They never sold their soul. The U.S. corporate radio and all that it controlled.